1,500 point thrice. Okay. Sold. Bit late, buddy. $1,500 points bid for Blasters. The next player, Mandeep BN, specialization wicket keeper batsman. Okay. Second player, Dynamics. Starting bid by Titans, 1,000 points. Mandeep, 1,000 points. Mandeep, 1,500 points by Mavericks. 1,500 points by Mavericks once. 2,000 points by Titans. 2,000 points once. 2,000 point twice. 2,000 point thrice. Sold to Titans. Mandeep BN sold for 2,000 points for Titans. Up next, Primas, specialization wicketkeeper, batsman, starting bid. Team owner, starting bid. As there is no starting bid, we are moving on to the next player. Unsold. Lochan Gowda, specialization wicketkeeper batsman. Starting bid. Any team starting bid. Hence there is a no bid. The player is unsold. Supreet, specialization wicketkeeper batsman. Roaring Phantoms, first bid 1,000 points. First bid 1,000 points once. First bid 1,000 point twice. 1,000 point thrice. Supreet sold to Roaring Pythons. Roaring Phantom for 1,000 bids. Moving on to the next player, Namir, specialization wicketkeeper batsman. Any bids team? No bids. The player unsold. Moving on to the next player, Shubham Z Kulambakar. Specialization wicketkeeper batsman. Anyone starting bid? Any teams? No bid by any team. The player unsold. Moving on to the next player, Shahad, wicketkeeper batsman. Any bids? No bids from any team. The player unsold. Next player, Prajwal Shetty, wicketkeeper batsman. Mavericks, 1,000. The first bid by Mavericks, 1,000 points. 1,000 points once. 1,000 point twice. 1,500 by Dynamites. 1,500 once. Dominators. 1,500 Dominators. 2,000 Mavericks. 2,000 points by Mavericks. Once. 2,000 point by Maverick twice. 2,000 point by Maverick thrice. The player has been sold to Mavericks. Up next, Vignesh, CSC, specialization wicket-keeper batsman. Any starting bids? The bid has opened by Roaring Python, 1,000 points. Roaring Phantom, 1,000 points. Once. Blasters, 1,500 by Blasters. 1,500 by Blasters once. 2,000 by Roaring Phantom. 2,500 by Warriors. 2,500 by Warriors once. 3,000 by Roaring Phantom. 3,000 by Roaring Phantom. Roaring Phantom once. 3,000 by Roaring Phantom twice. 3,500 by Titans. 3,500 by Titans once. 4,000 by Roaring Phantom once. 4,000 by Roaring Phantom twice. 4,000 by Roaring Phantom thrice. The player has been sold to Roaring Phantoms for 5,000 bids. Coming up next, the batsman. Team owners, are you ready for the batsman? Yeah. Chintan B. Suvarna. Any starting bids? Chintan B. Suvarna, right hand batsman. No starting bids. So the player is unsold. Moving on to the next player. Puneet, specialization right hand batsman. Starting bid by Team Mavericks, 1,000 points. Starting bid by Team Maverick, 1,000 points. Once, 1,000 point twice, 1,000 point thrice. The player has been sold to Team Mavericks for 1,000 points. Up next. Up next, Suraj, specialization right hand batsman. The starting bid by Dominators, 1,000 points. 1,500 points Blasters. 2,000 points Dominators. 2,500 points by Warriors. 3,000 points by Blasters. 3,500 points by Dominators. 3,500 points by Dominators once. 2,500 points by Dominator twice. 2,500 by Dominator thrice. And player is sold to Dominators. Up next, Dhanush, specialization right hand batsman. Any starting bids? Player name Dhanush, specialization right hand batsman. The starting bid by Roaring Phantom, 1,000 points. Dominators, 1,500 points. Blasters, 2,000 points. Roaring Phantom 2000 points. 2500, 3000 points by Dominators. 3000 points once. 4000 points by Blasters. 4500 by Titans. 5000 by Dominators. 5500 by Roaring Phantom. 6000 by Dominators. 6000 by Dominators once. 6500 by Roaring Phantom. 6500 by Roaring Phantom once. 6500 by Roaring Phantom twice. 6500 by Roaring Phantom thrice, and the player is sold to Roaring Phantoms.
Done, sir. Who's here?
Up next we have Rakshat KR, specialization right hand batsman. Starting bid by Warriors 1000 points. Dynamites 2500 points. Blasters 2000 points. Blasters 2000 point once. Dynamites 2500 points. Dynamites 2500 points once. 2500 point twice. 2500 point thrice, and the player is sold to Dynamites. Up next on screen, Shrinath PB, specialization right hand batsman. Starting bid by Roaring Phantom once. 1500 1500 by Blasters. 2000 2500 3000 3000 once by Blasters. Roaring Phantom 3500 3500 once. 3500 twice. 3500 thrice, and the player is sold to Roaring Phantom. Up next, Jeevan Raj from MBA, specialization right hand batsman. Starting with 1000 by Dynamites, 1000 once. 1500 1500 by Maverick once. 1500 by Maverick twice. 1500 by Maverick thrice, and the player is sold to Mavericks. So initially you have been allotted 1 lakh points. So after 4 bids there are points has been deducted.
Attention team owners, the purses of various teams will be as follows. Dominators are left with the purse of 97,500 points. Team Phantoms are left with a purse of 85,000 points. Team Dynamites are left with a purse of 96,000 points. Team Titans are left with a purse of 98,000 points. Team Spartans are left with a purse of 96,000 points. Team Blasters are left with a purse of 1 lakh points. Team Warriors are left with a purse of 1 lakh points. Team Mavericks are left with a purse of 95,500 points. I think it's fine with all the teams. We'll continue with the auction.
The next player on the screen, Dhanush, specialization left-hand batsman. In his starting bits, 1000 points by Team Maverick, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000, 4500, 6000, 5000, 5500, 6000, 6500, 6,500 by Titans once, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 by Team Maverick once, 8,000 by Team Maverick twice, 8,000 by Team Maverick thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Maverick for 8,000 points. Next player on the screen, Kirtan, specialization right-hand batsman. He is starting with 1000 points, 1500 points, 1500 points by Dominators once, 1500 by Titans once, 2000, 2500, 2500 by Team Maverick, 3000, 3000 by Blasters once, 3500, 3500, 4000, 4500, 5000, 5500, 5500 by Warriors once, 5500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000 by Dynamites once, 7,500, 7,500 by Dominators once, 7,500 by Dominator twice, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 by Blasters, 8,000, 8,000 once, 8,000 twice by Blasters, 8,500, 8,500 by Titans, 8,500 by Titans once, 8,500 by Titan twice, 8,500 by Titan thrice, and the player has been sold to Titans for 8,500 points. Up next, Trishal, specialization right-hand batsman. The bid has been started 1000 points by Warriors, 1,500, 1,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7.5, 8,000, 8,500, 9, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 10, 10,000, 11, 1,100, 1,200, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 15,000 by dynamites, 15,000 once, 16,000, 17,000, 17,000 by dynamites once, 17,000 by dynamite twice, 18,000, 18,000, 18,000 by dominators once, 18,000, 19,000, 19,000 by dynamites once, 19,000 by dynamites twice, 19,000 by dynamite thrice, and the player has been sold to dynamites for 19,000 bits. Highest bid of the day so far. Highest bid of the day so far. Shrinath Kulal, specialization left hand batsman. 1,000 points by Warrior. 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500 once, 2,500 twice, 2,500 thrice, and the player has been sold to Warriors. Anish MS, specialization right hand batsman. Any starting bids? 1,000 points. 1,000 points. 1,000 point once by Roaring Python. 1,000 point twice by Roaring Phantom. 1,000 points by thrice by Roaring Phantom, and the player has sold. Up next on the screen, Arjun, specialization right hand batsman. Any opening bids? 1,000 points. 1,000 points by Spartans. 1,000 point once. 1,000 twice. 1,500. 1,000. 2,000. 2,500. 3,000. 3,000. 3,000 by Spartan once. 3,000 twice. 3,000 thrice, and the player has been sold to Spartans for 3,000 points. Up next, Shrinath, specialization right hand batsman. 1,000 points, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500 by Spartans once, 4,500 by Spartan, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,000 by Spartan, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000 by Spartans once. No starting bids, the player has unsold. Dixit, specialization right hand batsman. Starting bids. Team owner says starting bids. Dixit, specialization right hand batsman. Any starting bids? No bids. The player has been unsold.
Begin.
Player has been unsold.
Begin.
Hrithwik Yambi, specialization right leg batsman. Hrithwik Yambi, specialization right leg batsman. Hrithwik Yambi, specialization 1,000 points. 1,000 points. The bid has begun for 1,000 points by Warriors. 1,000 point once. 1,000 point twice. 1,000 point thrice, and the player has been sold for 1,000 points for Warriors. Player has been sold for Team Warriors for 1,000 points. Up next, Vikas, specialization right hand batsman. In his starting bids. In his starting bids. Player name Vikas, specialization right hand batsman. As there is no bids, the player is unsold. Next up on the string, Ullas Shetty, specialization left hand batsman. Specialization left hand batsman. Any bids? The bid has begun 1,000 points. 1,000 points by Dynamites. 1,000 point once. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500 once. 2,000. 2,500. 3,000. 3,500. 3,500. 3,500 once. 3,500 twice, 3,500 thrice, and the player has been sold to Dominators. The player has been sold to Dominators for 3,500 points. Up next, Suhal MS, specialization right hand batsman, starting bids. 1,000 points, 1,000 points by Team Maverick, 1,000 points once, 1,000 point twice, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500 by Spartan once, 2,000. 2,000, 2,000 by Team Maverick once, 2,000 by Team Maverick twice, 2,000 by Team Maverick thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Mavericks for 2,000 points. Up next, Mohammad Ishaq, specialization right hand batsman. In his starting bids. Player name Mohammad Ishaq, specialization right hand batsman. Team owners in his starting bids. No starting bids. The player is unsold.
Attention team owners, the remaining purse of the team is as follows. Dominators with a purse of 94,000. Phantoms with a purse of 84,000. Dynamites with a purse of 77,000. Dominators 94. Dynamites with a purse of 77,000. Titans with a purse of 89,500. Spartans with a purse of 84,000. Blasters with a purse of 1 lakh. Warriors with a purse of 96,500. Maverick with a purse of 85,500.
Mohammad Ishad, the player is unsold. Up next, Puneet, specialization right hand batsman, 1000 points, 1000 points by Dynamites, 1000 point once, 1000 point twice, 1000 point thrice, and the player has been sold to Dynamites for 1000 points. Up next, Yogesh, specialization, right hand batsman. In his starting bids, 1000 points, 1000 point by Dynamites, 1000 point by Dynamite once, 1500, 1500, 1500 by Warrior once, 1500 by Warrior twice, 1500 by Warrior thrice, and the player has been sold to Warriors for 1500 bids. Up next, Dhanush, specialization right hand batsman. In his starting bids, player name Dhanush, specialization right hand batsman. 1000 opening bid by Blasters, 1000 points, 1000 point once, 1500, 1500 by Dominators, 1500 once, 2000, 2500, 2500, 2500 once, 3000, 3000, 3500, 3500, 3500 once, 4000, 4500, 4500 once, 5000, 5000, 5000 by Blasters once, 5000 by Blasters twice, 5500, 5500 by Dominators once, 5500 by Dominator twice, 5500 by Dominator thrice, and the player has been sold for 5500 bids for Team Dominators. The player on the screen, Roshan, specialization, right hand batsman. The player on the team, Roshan, specialization, right hand batsman in the opening bid, 1000 points, 1500, 1500, 2000, 2500, 2500 by Dynamites once, 2500 by Dynamite twice, 3000, 3000 by Blasters, 3500, 3500, 4000, 4500, 4500 by Dynamites once, 4500 by Dynamite twice, 4500 by Dynamite thrice, and that player has been sold to Team Dynamites for 4500 points. Up next, Mohammad Zamal. Specialization right hand batsman. Any starting with 1000 point, 1500, 1500, 1500 with glasses once, 1500, 2000, 2500, 2500, 2500 once, 2500 once, 2500 twice, 3000, 3000, 3500, 3500 by glasses once, 3500 by glasses twice, 4000, 4000 by Titans once, 4000 by Titan twice, 4500, 4500 by Blasters, 4500 by Blasters once, 4500 by Blasters twice, 5000, 5000 by Titans, 5000 by Titan once, 5000 by Titan twice, 5000 by Titan thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Titans for 5000 points. Up next, Shashank, specialization right hand batsman, player named Shashank, 1000 points. The bid has opened 1000 points by Blasters, 1000 point once, 1500, 1500, 1500 once, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000, 4500, 4500 once, 5000, 5500, 5500 by Spartan once, 5500 by Spartan twice, 6000, 6500, 6500 by Spartans once, 6500 by Spartan twice, 6500 by Spartan thrice, and player has been sold to Team Spartans. 6000. Mitesh. The next player, Mitesh, specialization right hand batsman. Starting bid by Blasters, 1000 points, 1500, 2000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 15,000 by Warriors, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 18,000 by Blasters once, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000 by Blasters once, 20,000 by Blasters twice, 20,000 by Blasters thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Blasters for 20,000 points. The highest bid so far. The player has been sold to 20,000 points for Blasters, Team Blasters. Up next, Mohammad Rifaz, specialization right-hand batsman. Mohammad Rifaz, 1,000 points. The starting bid by Warriors, 1,000 points. 1,000 point once, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 by Titan once, 2,000 by Titan twice, 2,000 by Titan thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Titans for 2,000 points. The player has been sold to Team Titan for 2,000 points. Prashant, specialization, right-hand batsman, opening bids. Player name, Prashant, specialization, right-hand batsman, 1,000 points. The bid has opened by Warriors, 1,000 points. 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000 by Dominators once, 3,000 by Dominator twice, 3,500, 3,500 by Warriors once, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 by Team Maverick once, 4,500, 4,500 by Warriors once, 4,500 by Warriors twice, 4,500 by Warriors thrice, and the player has been sold. The player has been sold for 4,500 points for Team Warriors.
Attention team honors. The purses of the left for the teams are as follows. Team Dominators with a purse of 88,500. Team Phantoms with a
Purse 18,500.
88,500.
88,500.
Last purchase 5,500. 3,500.
Correct.
Okay. Team Phantoms with a purse left of 84,000. Team Dynamites 71,500. Team Titans 82,500. 82,500. Spartans 77,500. Team Blasters 80,000. Team Warriors 91,500. Team Mavericks 85,500.
Up next we have Vigan Raj, specialization right hand batsman. Team starting bid by Blasters 1500, 1500, 2000, 2500, 2500 by Warriors 3000, 3500, 3500 by Warriors 4,000, 4,500, 4,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000 by Blasters once, 6,000 twice, 6,000 thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Blaster for 6,000 points. Up next, Lankesh, specialization, right hand batsman. Any starting bets? 1,000 points by Warriors, starting bet by Warriors. 1,000 point once, 1,000 point twice by Warriors. 1,000 point thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Warriors for 1,000 points. Next up, Dikshit, specialization right-handed batsman. Starting with player name Dikshit, specialization right-handed batsman. 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000 by Maverick once. 2,000 by Maverick twice, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000 by Titans, 3,000, 3,000 once, 3,000 twice, 3,000 twice by Team Maverick, 3,000 thrice by Team Maverick. And the player has been sold to Team Titans. Team Titans. The player has been sold to Team Titans for 3,000 points. Up next, Tilak, specialization right-handed batsman. 1,000 points. 1,000 points, the opening bid by Dominicals, 1,000 points. 1,000 point, once, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500 by Maverick, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 once, 4,000 twice, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500 once, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 once, 5,000 twice, 5,000, 5,000 thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Dominators for 5,000 points. Monish, specialization right-handed batsman. Starting bid 1000 by Warriors, 1500, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3000, 3500, 3500, once, 4000, 4500, 4500 once, 5000, 5000 once, 5500, 6000, 6500, 6500 once, 7000, 7500, 7500 once, 8000, 8000, 8500, 8500 once, 8500 twice, 8500 thrice, and the player has been sold for Team Roaring Phantom. The player has been sold for 8500 for Roaring Phantom. Up next, Shrinath Bhat, specialization right-handed batsman. Starting with 1000 points. The bid has opened by Blasters. 1000, 1000 points. 1000 point once. 1000 point twice. 1000 point thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Blaster for 1000 points. Up next, Dhanush S. Jadhav, specialization right-handed batsman. Opening bits. Dhanush S. Jadhav, player. Specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bits? No bids on the table. The player is unsold. Up next, Akhilesh, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bids? Player name Akhilesh, specialization right-handed batsman. Unsold. The player is unsold. Player Switzer, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bid? Player name Switzer. 1000 points. The opening bid by 1500. 1500. 1500 by Blasters once. 2000. 2500. 3000. 3000. 3000 once. 3000 twice. 4000. 3500. 3500 by Titan once. 3500 twice. 3500 thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Titans for 3500 points. Second, L. Kumla, specialization right hand batsman. Opening by Rory Pandan, 1000 points, 1000 points, 1000 point once, 1000 point twice, 1000 point thrice, and the player has been sold to Roaring Phantom. Next up, Rohit, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bid? Team owners, the player name. Rohit, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bid? The player is unsold. Shishir, the next player, Shishir, specialization right-handed batsman. 1000 points, the opening bid by Dominators. 1000 points, 1000 points, 1000 point once, 1000 point twice, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3000 by Dominators, 3500, 4000, 4000, 4000 by Dominators once, 4000 by Dominator twice, 4000 by Dominator thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Dominators for 4000 points. Up next, Brajwal, specialization right-handed batsman. Player name Brajwal, specialization right-handed batsman. No bid. The player is unsold. Darshan, specialization right-handed batsman. Player name Darshan. Any opening bids? 1000 points by Blasters. Opening bid by Blasters. 1000 points. 1500. 1500. 1500 once by Dynamites. 2000. 2500. 2500. 2500 once. 2000. 3000. 3000. 3000 once. 3000 twice. 3000 thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Blasters. The player has been sold to Team Blasters for 3000 points. Rishikesh D, specialization right-handed batsman. Opening bids 1000. Opening bid by Dominators, 1000 points, 1500, 2000, 2000, 2000 once, 2000 twice, 2500, 2500, 3000, 3000, 3000 once, 3000, 3500, 3500, 4000, 4000, 4000 by Dominators once, 4,000 by Dominators twice, 4,000 by Dominators thrice, and the player has been sold to Team Dominators for 4,000 points. Up next, Kunal, specialization right-handed batsman. Starting bid by Warriors, 1,000 points, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500 by Spartans, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500 by Spartan once, 6,500 by Spartan twice, 6,500 by Spartan thrice, and the player has been sold to Spartans. The player has been sold to Team Spartans for 6,500 points. Up next, Nishan S, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bids? Nishan, player name, Nishan S. Team owners, any opening bids? No bids, the player is unsold. Next up, Rajanesh, specialization right-handed batsman. Opening bids 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 by Maverick once, 2,500, 2,500 by Warriors, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 by 3,500, 3,500, 3,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 by Spartans once, 4,500, 6,000, 6,500, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500 once, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 by Warriors once, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500 by Spartans once, 7,000, 7,000 by Warriors once, 7,000 by Warrior twice, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500 by Maverick once, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 by Warriors once, 8,000 by Warrior twice, 8,500 by Team Maverick, 8,000 once, 8,500 once, 8,500 twice, 9,000, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500 by Spartan once, 9,500 by Spartan, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 by Warriors once, 10,000 by Warrior twice, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000 by Spartan once, 11,000 by Spartan twice, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 by Warriors once, 12,000 by Warriors twice, 12,000 by Warrior thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Warriors for 12,000 points. Next up, Aman, specialization, right-handed batsman. Aman, specialization, right-handed batsman. Oh, any opening bids? 1000 points. Opening bid by Spartans, 1500. 2000, 2500. 2500 by Warriors. 3000, 3500. 3500. 3500 once. 3000. 4000. 4000. 4000 by Spartan once. 4000 by Spartan. 4500. 4500. 4500 once. 5000. 5000. 5000 by Spartans once. 5000 by Spartan twice. 5000 by Spartan thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Spartans. The player has been sold to Team Spartans for 5000 pounds.
Guys, check out your purse.
Attention team owners, the purse remaining is as follows. Team Dominators with a purse of 75,500. Team Phantoms with a purse of 74,500. Team Dynamites with a purse of 71,500. Team Titans with a purse of 76,000. Team Spartans with a purse of 66,000. Team Blasters with a purse of 70,000. Team Warriors with a purse of 78,500. Team Mavericks with a purse of 85,500.
Up next, Vivek Shetty, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bids? Opening bid by Team Maverick, 1000 points. 1500. 2000. 2500. 2500 by Blasters. Once. 2500 by Blasters twice. 2500 by Blasters thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Blasters for 2500 points. Up next, Ariz Mullah, specialization right-handed batsman. Player name Ariz Mullah, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bid? 1000. Opening bid by Blasters, 1000. 1000 once. Opening bid by Blasters. 1000 once. 1000 twice. 1000 thrice. And the player has been sold to Team Blasters for 1000 pounds. Next up, Susan, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bids? Team owners, player name, Susan, specialization right-handed batsman. Any opening bids? No bids. The player is unsold. Next up, Dhruva, specialization right-handed batsman. And the last batsman of the day. 1000 points. The opening bid by Warriors, 1500. 2000, 2500, 2500, 3000, 3500, 3500, 4000, 4500, 4000, 5000, 5500, 6000, 6500, 7000, 7000, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 by Titan once, 18 by Titan, 19, 20, 20 by Titans once, 20 by Titan twice, 20 by Titan thrice, and the player is sold to Team Titans. The player has been sold to Team Titans for 20,000 pounds. This is the last batsman has been sold for 20,000 points. Up next, the bowler list. Up next, the all-rounder list will be displayed. So the purse after the batsman selection, and the purse will be announced.
Team owners, after the batsman auction, the purse remaining is as follows. Team Dominators, 75,500. Team Phantom, 74,500. Team Dynamites, 71,500. Team Titans, 56,000. Team Spartans, 66,000. Team Blasters, 66,500. Team Warriors, 78,500. Team Mavericks, 85,500. So we are moving to the next section of players. Now we have the all-rounders. So attention team owners, we'll be heading into the all-rounder section. So the first player in the all-rounder. Okay, the first player, Mohammad Afid, specialization all-rounder, right-handed batsman and right-handed bowler. Opening bits. Team Mavericks with the opening bid of 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000 anyone, 3,000 anyone, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500 anyone, 3,500, 4,000 anyone, 4,000, 4,000 anyone, 4,000, 4,000 anyone, 3,500 once, 3,500 twice, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 once, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000 anyone? 5,500. 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 7,000 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 7,000 anyone, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500 anyone, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500. 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 here, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000 anyone, 9,000 anyone, 9,000 anyone, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500 anyone, 9,500 anyone, 9,500 anyone, 9,500, 9,500, 10,000 anyone, 10,000 anyone. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000 anyone? 11,000 anyone? 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 13,000, 30,000, Team Mavericks 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 once, 30,000 twice, 30,000 price. Player sold to Team Mavericks for 13,000. Second player in the section, Kanishk Patel. Specialization, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid. Opening bid 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 19,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 21,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 26,000, 27,000, 28,000, 29,000, 30,000, 32,000, 34,000, 36,000, 38,000, 40,000, 42,000, 44,000, 46,000, 48,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 52,000, 52,000, 52,000, 52,000 once, 52,000 twice, 52,000 thrice. Sold to Team Phantoms for 52,000.
Owners, please note, you should pick 17 players. Each team has to pick 17 players. Yeah, in that list it is 16. One we should have done. Total with retail players, 17 players you should pick. All the teams.
Okay, the next player in the section, Abhay, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid. Do we have an opening bid? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500 anyone, 3,500 anyone, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500 once, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500 anyone, 9,500, 9,500, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 40,000, 14,000 once, 40,000 twice, 14,000 price. Sold to Team Mavericks. The player is sold to Team Mavericks for 14,000. 14,000. The next player in the category of all-rounders, Suman Shetty, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Do we have an open bid? Open bid, open bid. Opening bid anyone? Opening bid anyone? Open. 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Team Warriors, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000 anyone, 3,000, 3,000. Spartans, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500. Warriors, 4,000 anyone, 4,000, 4,000. Spartans, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Team Dynamites, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500 anyone, 5,500, 5,500. 6,000 anyone, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 anyone, 6,000 anyone, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500 once, 5,500 twice, 5,500 thrice. Sold to Team Warriors for 5,500. Next we have Akash K, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Do we have an opening bid? Opening bid, opening bid. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone. Team Dominators with 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Sold to Team Dominators for 1,000. Next we have Akash SP, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Do we have an opening bid? 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Team Blasters, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 1,500 there, 1,500 there, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500 once, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 once, 8,000 twice, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000 anyone, 9,000 anyone, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500 anyone, 9,500 anyone, 9,500, 9,500, 10,000 anyone, 10,000 anyone, 10,000 anyone, 9,500, 9,500 once, 9,500 twice, 9,500 thrice. Players sold to Team Warriors for 9,500. Team Warriors, 9,500. Next player, KV Sanjeev Kumar, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone, opening bid. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 1,500 once, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 once, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500 once, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500. 7,500, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000 once, 15,000 twice, 15,000 thrice. Player sold to Team Dynamites for 15,000. 15,000. Next we have Bhavish Pujari, specialization right-handed batsman. We have Bhavish Pujari, right-handed batsman. Opening bid anyone. Opening bid anyone. 1000 anyone. 1000 anyone. 1000 anyone. 1000 anyone. 1000. 1500 anyone. 1500 anyone. 1500 anyone. 1000 Team Warriors bidding with 1000. 1500 anyone. 1500 anyone. 1500. 1500 Mavericks. 1500. 1500. 2000 anyone. 2000 anyone. 2000 anyone. 2000. 2000. 2000. 2000 Warriors. 2500 anyone. 2500 anyone. 2000, 2000, 2000, 2500 Mavericks, 2500 Mavericks, 2500 Mavericks, 2500 Mavericks, 3000, 3000 Titans, 3000, 3500 Mavericks, 3500 Mavericks, 3500 Mavericks, anyone, 4000, 4000, 4000 Titans, 4000 Titans, 4000 Titans, 4500, 4500, 4500, 4500, 4500, 5000 anyone, 5000 anyone, 5000 anyone, 4500, 4500 Mavericks, 4,500 Mavericks, 5,000, 5,000 Titans, 5,000 Titans, 5,500 anyone, 5,500 anyone, 5,500, 5,500 Team Mavericks, 6,000, 6,000 Titans, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500 once, 6,500 twice, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000 Titans, 7,000 Titans, 7,500, 7,500 Mavericks, 7,500 Mavericks, 8,000 Titans, 8,000 Titans, 8,000 Titans, 8,000 Titans, 8,500 Mavericks, 8,500 Mavericks, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000 Titans, 9,000 Titans, 9,500, 9,500 Warriors, 10,000 Titans, 11,000 Warriors, 11,000 Warriors, 11,000 Warriors, 11,000, 12,000 Titans, 12,000 Titans, 30,000 anyone, 30,000 anyone, 12,000, 30,000, 40,000, 14,000, 14,000 Mavericks, 15,000 Titans, 15,000 Titans, 15,000 Titans, 60,000 Warriors, 60,000, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000, 80,000 anyone, 80,000 anyone, 80,000 anyone, 80,000 anyone, 70,000 once, 70,000 twice, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000 Mavericks, 80,000 Mavericks, 80,000 Mavericks, 80,000 Mavericks, 90,000, 90,000 Titans, 90,000 Titans, 20,000 Mavericks, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 21,000 Titans, 21,000, 21,000, 22,000 anyone, 22,000 Mavericks, 22,000, 22,000, 23,000 anyone, 23,000 Titans, 23,000 Titans, 24,000 anyone, 24,000 anyone, 23,000, 23,000, 23,000. 23,000, 24,000, 24,000 Warriors, 24,000 Warriors, 24,000 Warriors, 24,000, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000 Titans, 25,000, 26,000, 26,000, 26,000, 27,000 anyone, 27,000 anyone, 27,000, 27,000, 27,000, 27,000 once, 27,000 twice, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000 once, 28,000 twice, 28,000 thrice. Players hold for 28,000 for Team Warriors. Next player in the section. Srajan all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, opening bid. For 1,000, for 1,000, for 1,000, for 1,000, opening bid for 1,000, opening bid for 1,000, opening bid for 1,000, anyone. Opening bid 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500 once, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 for once, 5,000 for twice, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 for once, 8,000 for twice, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000 for once, 8,000 for twice, 8,000 for thrice. Players sold for blasters for 8,000. Players sold to blasters 8,000. Blasters 8,000. Next player, Maither Kiran, all-rounder. Maither Kiran, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Do we have an opening bid? Opening bid for 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone. We have the opening bid from team dominators, 1,500 anyone. 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Players sold to dominators for 1,000. Next, Pavit Chengappa, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1,000, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone. Opening bid 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500 anyone, 2,500 anyone, 2,500 anyone, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, dynamites with 3,000, 3,000, 3,500 anyone, 3,500 anyone, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, Titans with 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 once, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000 anyone, 6,000 anyone, 6,000 anyone, 6,000, 6,000, Team Titans with 6,000, 6,000, 6,500 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 7,000, 7,000, Team Titans with 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 8,000 anyone, 8,000 anyone, 8,000, 8,000, Team Titans with 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000 anyone, 9,000 with Team Titans with 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500 anyone, 9,500 anyone, 9,000, 9,000 for once, 9,000, 9,500 Warriors, 9,500, 10,000, 10,000, Team Titans with 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, Team Warriors 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, Team Titans, Team Titans, Team Titans, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 for 30,000, 30,000, Team Warriors, Team Warriors 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000. We have Team Titans with 14,000, 14,000, 15,000. Warriors, Warriors 15,000, 15,000, 60,000 anyone, 60,000 anyone. 50,000, 50,000 for once, 50,000 twice, 50,000 thrice. Players sold to Team Warriors for 15,000. 15,000 Warriors. Vishal, 15,000 Warriors. Next team. Next player, Bipin MP, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Do we have an opening bid for 1,000? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? Opening bid 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. 2,000, 2,500 anyone, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000 anyone, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000 anyone, 6,000, Team Titans 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500 anyone, 6,500 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500 once, 6,500 twice, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000 for once, 7,000 for twice, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8.5 anyone, 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 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 10 anyone, 10 anyone, 9.5, 9.5 for once, 9.5, 10, 10, 10, 10. 11 anyone, 11 anyone, 11 anyone, 11 anyone. 10 for once, 10 for twice, 11, 11, 11. Team titles, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. 30,000 anyone, 30,000 anyone. 12,000, 12,000 for once. 13,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 for once. 30,000 for twice. 30,000 for 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000. 14,000, 14,000, 50,000 anyone, 50,000 anyone, 14,000, 14,000 for once, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 16,000 anyone, 15,000 for once, 15,000 for twice, 15,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000 anyone, 70,000 anyone, 60,000 for once, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000, 80,000 anyone, 80,000 anyone, 70,000 for once, 70,000 for twice, 17,000 for thrice. Players sold to Team Titans for 17,000. Titans?
Display.
30. Next we have Pritish Devadiga, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500 anyone, 2,500 anyone, 2,500 anyone, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000 anyone, 3,000 anyone, 2,500 once, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500 anyone, 3,500 anyone, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 once, 3,000 twice, 3,000 thrice. Players sold to Team Warriors for 3,000. Team Warriors 3,000. Okay, attention team orders. Now the remaining first will be announced.
The team first are as follow. Dominators with the remaining 73,500.
73,500.
Next up, Phantoms with 22,500. Dynamites 56,500. Titans 39,000. Spartans 66,000. Blasters 58,500. Warriors 17,500. Team Warriors with a purse of 60,500. Team Maverick with 58,500.
Okay, team owners, will be continuing with the auction. The next player in the segment, Suhas, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. So anyone starting with 1,000, starting with anyone, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 1,000, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 team titles opening with 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 team titles, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 for once, 2,000 for twice, 2,000 for thrice. Players sold to Team Titans for 2,000. Next player, Sohan, right all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone. Team Mavericks with an opening bid of 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 for twice, 1,000 for thrice. Sold. Players sold to Team Mavericks for 1,000. Next player in this segment, Tilak Rajesh Singh SJ, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000 once, 80,000 twice, 80,000 thrice. Players sold to Team Spartans for 18,000. Spartans 18,000. Next player in the section, Narendra, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500. Team Dynamite 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 9,500, 9,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 for once, 10,000 for twice, 10,000 for thrice. Players sold to Blasters for 10,000. Blasters 10,000. Next player in the section, Akshay. All-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? Opening bid, 1,000 anyone? 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 Once, twice, thrice. The player goes unsold. Vishal, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000, 1,500 anyone? 1,500 anyone? 1,500 anyone? 1,500 anyone? 1,000 for once, 1,000 for twice, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500 anyone? 2,000 for once, 2,000 for twice, 2,000 for thrice. Players sold to Dynamites for 2,000. Next player in the section, Sauvarda Navada, all-rounder, left-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 for twice, 1,000 for thrice. Players sold to Dominators for 1,000. Next player, Saifu, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone? Opening bid anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? Opening bid anyone? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone? 1,500 anyone? 1,000, 1,000 once, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Players sold to Blasters for 1,000. Next player, Shrinath, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 10,000, jump bid, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 18,000, 19,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 25,000, jump bid, 25,000, 26,000, 26,000, 27,000, 27,000, 27,000, 27,000, 27,000 for once, 28,000, 28,000, 29,000, 29,000, 29,000, 29,000, 29,000, 29,000 for once, 30,000 anyone, 30,000, 29,000, 30,000, 30,000, 32,000, 32,000, 32,000, 32,000, 34,000 anyone, 32,000 for once, 32,000 twice, 32,000 twice. Players sold to Dominators for 32,000. Next player in the section, Deekshit, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500 for once, 3,500 for twice, 3,500 thrice. Player sold to Mavericks for 3,500. Next player, Shashank M. All-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500 for once, 1,500 once, 1,500 twice, 1,500 twice. Player sold to Blasters for 1,500. Blasters, 1,500. Next player, Prashant. Prashant, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 for twice, 1,000 for thrice. Player sold to Dynamites for 1,000. 1,000. Next player, Sagar NG. All-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone. 1,000 anyone. 1,000 anyone. Opening bid. 1,000 anyone. 1,000 anyone. 1,000 anyone. 1,000 anyone. Opening bid. Here we go. Once, twice, thrice. Player goes unscored. Next player, Jeevan Gowda. All-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 7,000 anyone, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000. 7,500, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500 anyone, 9,500, 9,500, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000 anyone, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 30,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000, 80,000 anyone, 80,000 anyone, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000 for once, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 90,000 anyone, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000 for once, 90,000 twice, 90,000 thrice. Player sold to Titans for 19,000. 19,000. Next player, Likit Gowda, all-rounder, left-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500 for once, 8,500 for twice, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500 for once, 9,500 for twice, 9,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 for once, 10,000 for twice, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000 anyone. 11,000, 11,000 once, 11,000 twice, 11,000 thrice. Player sold to Spartans for 11,000. Spartans 11,000. Next player. Next player, Bitul Devadiga, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. 1,000, opening with 1,000, 1,000 anyone, opening with 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, opening with 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, Team Blasters 1,000 for once, 1,000 for twice, 1,000 for thrice. Player sold to Blasters for 1,000, 1,000. One month. Next player, Murshid, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone. 1,000 anyone. Anyone? Okay, the player goes unsold. Next player, Mohammad Najib, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Player sold to Dynamite for 1,000. Next player. Next player, Karan Kumar, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone. Opening bid anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And the player goes unsold. Next player, Varun, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000 anyone, 1,500 Team Mavericks, 1,500 Team Mavericks, 1,500 once, 1,500 twice, 1,500 twice. The player is sold to Mavericks for 1,500. Next player, Sarvesh Gaonkar, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone. Team Spartans, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Team Spartans, 2,000, 2,000 for once, 2,000 for twice, 2,000 for thrice. Player sold to Spartans for 2,000. Next player, Manjunath MR, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, opening bid, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Player sold to Dynamites for 1,000. We have come to the end of the all-rounders. So now we'll know the purse remaining for all the players of all the orders.
The purse are as follow. Team Dominators 40,500. Team Phantom 22,500. Team Dynamites 51,500.
Team Dynamites. Team Dynamites. Okay.
Team Titans 18,000. Team Spartan 35,000. Team Blasters 44,500. Team Blasters, your purse 45,000. Warriors 16,500. 16,500. Team Mavericks 52,500.
So next segment of players, the bowlers. So bowlers, first bowler, Prasad, specialization, a right-handed bowler. 1,000, opening it there, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000. 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500 anyone, 7,500 anyone, 7,500 anyone, 7,000, 7,000 for once, 7,000 for twice, 7,000 for thrice. Players sold to Dominators for 7,000. 7,000. Next player in the segment, Kirtan, right-handed bowler, right-handed bowler. First spin opening bid 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Team Mavericks 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000 anyone, 4,000 anyone. 4,000 anyone, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500 anyone, 5,500 anyone, 5,000 for Team Phantom, 5,000, 5,000 for once, 5,000 for twice, 5,000 for thrice. Players sold to Team Phantom for 5,000. Next player, Gururaj Reddy, right-handed bowler. 1000, opening bid 1000, Team Spartans, 1500 anyone, 1500 anyone, 1500, 1500, 2000 anyone, 2000 anyone, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2500, 2500, 2500, 2000, 3000, 3500, 3500, 4000, 4000, 4000, 4500, 4500, 4500, 5000, 5000, 5500, 5500, 5500, 6,000 anyone, 6,000 anyone, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500 anyone, 7,500 anyone, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000 for once, 7,000 for twice, 7,000 for thrice. Players sold to Spartans for 7,000. Next player, Manish NS Acharya, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1000 anyone, 1000 anyone, 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000, 1500 anyone, 1500 anyone, 1500 anyone, 1500 anyone, 1000, 1000, 1000 for once, 1000 for twice, 1000 for thrice. Players sold to Dynamites for 1000. Dynamites for 1000. Next player, Abhishek Acharya, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1000 anyone, 1000 anyone, 1000, 1000, 2500, 1500, 2000, 2000, 2500, 2500, 3000, 3000, 3500, 4000, 4500, 5000, 5500, 6000, 6500, 7000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 8,000 anyone, 8,000 anyone, 8,000 anyone, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500 for once, 9,500 for twice, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. 11,000 for once, 11,000 for twice, 11,000 for thrice. Players sold to Mavericks for 11,000. Team Mavericks for 11,000. Next player, Kaustuba FA, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone, 1,000, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500 anyone, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500 anyone, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. 4,500, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500 anyone, 5,500 anyone, 5,500 anyone, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500 anyone, 6,500 anyone, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 7,500, 7,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,500, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500, 10,000 anyone, 10,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000 for once, 16,000 for twice, 16,000 thrice. Players sold to Dynamites for 16,000. Next player, Rakshit S, right-handed bowler. Opening bid 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. 3,000 anyone, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000 anyone, 7,000, 7,000, 10,000, 10,000 jump it, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 26,000, 27,000, 28,000, 29,000, 30,000, 32, 32, 32, 32.
Let them check the purse. Let them check the purse.
32. Team Mavericks need to check the purse. Purse, please. Team Mavericks and Team Blasters. Great. We'll continue. Blasters 32, 32, 32, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34,000, 34,000, 36,000 anyone, 36,000 anyone, 36,000, 36,000, 38,000, 38,000, 38,000, 38,000, 38,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000.
అసలు ఏం క్లాస్ లేదు ఏం క్లాస్
42,000, 42,000 Team Mavericks, 42,000, 42,000.
They have plus 41,500.
41,500.
Next bid is 41,000. 40.
42. There is Team Spark Blasters is 40,000. The bid now. Next bid is 42,000.
They only have 41,500.
40,000. Team Blasters 40,000. 40,000. Team Blasters 40,000 for once, 40,000 twice, 40,000 thrice. Players sold to Blasters for 40,000. Next player in the section, Trishul B, right-handed bowler. 1,000, opening bid 1,000, opening bid 1,000 by Team Dynamites, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500 Team Warriors, 1,500 Team 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000, 10,000, no, 9,500, 9,500, Team Mavericks, 9,500, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, Team Dynamites, 10,000, 11,000, 11,000 Mavericks, 11,000 Mavericks, 11,000 Mavericks, 11,000, 11,000 for once, 12,000, 12,000 Team Dynamites, 12,000, 12,000, 30,000 anyone, 12,000 for once, 30,000 Mavericks, 30,000 Mavericks, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 14,000, 50,000 anyone, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000 anyone, 17,000, 17,000, 17,000, 17,000, 80,000 anyone, 18,000, 81, 18,000, 18,000, 19,000 anyone, 19,000 anyone, 19,000, 19,000, 19,000, 20,000, 25,000 jump bid, 25,000 by Team Dynamites, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000 Team Dynamites, 25,000 for once, 25,000 for twice, 25,000 for thrice. Player sold to Team Dynamites for 25,000. Okay, attention team owners. Next player, Likin S, right-handed bowler. Opening bid anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone. Opening bid 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000 anyone, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,500 anyone, 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500, 4,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500 for once, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,500, 5,500, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,500, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 8,000, bid 7,500, 7,500, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000, 13,000, 13,000, 30,000, 30,000, 15,000, 15,000 by Team Mavericks, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 18, 60,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000 for once, 17,000, 17,000, 17,000, 18,000, 18,000, 18,000, 18,000, 19,000, 19,000, 19,000, 19,000, 19,000 for once, 19,000 for twice, 19,000 for thrice. Players sold to Mavericks for 19,000. Next player, Ayush Somayaji, right-handed bowler. Opening bid, 1,000 anyone? 1,000 anyone? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Team Mavericks, opening bid, 1,000. 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 anyone? 2,000 anyone? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, Team Phantom, 2,500. 3,000 anyone, 3,000 anyone, 3,000, 3,000 Team Warriors, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 for once, 3,000 for twice, 3,000 for thrice. Player sold to Warriors for 3,000.
கொஞ்சம் 8 பிளேயர் பண்ணியா
Next player, Elvin Prashant Dikuna. Okay, right-handed bowler, opening bid, 1,000 anyone? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone? 1,500 anyone? Mavericks, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 for once, 1,000 twice, 1,000 thrice. Players sold to Mavericks for 1,000. Mavericks, 1,000. Next player, next player, Tushar SN, right-handed bowler, opening bid, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500 anyone? 1,500, 2,000, 10,000, jump bid, 10,000. 15,000, 15,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000. Team Dominators, 16,000, 16,000 for once, 16,000 twice, 16,000 thrice. Player sold to Dominators for 16,000. Last player in the first round of the auction, K. Charanrai, right-handed bowler. 16,000 jump bid, 16,000 jump bid by Team Dominator, 60,000. 70,000 anyone? 17,000 anyone? 17,000 anyone? 60,000 for once, 60,000 for twice, 60,000 for thrice. Players sold to dominators for 16,000. So now we have come to the end of the first round of auction. I request one each person from the team owners to come and pick for the first round of lecturer players in your team. One person from each team, one team owner from each team, please come forward to pick the lot for the lecturer player, first round of lecturer player.
Guys, please note, if you have done 17 players, your auction is closed. You can't pick more players. 17 is the last number, okay? Including retained player. Owners, please come.
Team Dynamites, okay. Team Titans, Team Warriors, Blasters, Spartans, Phantom. Guys, please pick the lots.
Area.
Team Spartans, Team Phantom. Team Titans.